Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Mariota. And incomplete to open things up. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw.
It, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's got room. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On 1st and 10, Page. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is Bell on the dump-off. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number.
Starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Bell, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. Page. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So now it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And the wideout in motion. Good play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Elliott puts this one through. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Page. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw is Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. That'll bring up 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action now. Mariota being chased out left. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. To throw on 3rd down. Page. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Looking to throw. Page. Now he's flushed out left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Page. 4 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Second down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Mariota on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Mariota. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. That hill running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On the counter, here's Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down following the run.
Check 26, check 26. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Page. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go. Here we go now. All right, man, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Leopard. Check 26, check 26. All right, now look at 56.
From the gun, Page. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
All right, now look at Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on second down. Page. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
No, check, Patriot!
Operating from the gun. Page. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion goes the tight end. And the play clock's running down. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy. Stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Mariota now. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play fake. Mariota. Buying time to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw. Page got his man complete over the middle. It's George. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Off-play action. Page steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Bell, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Page throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDaniel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. In the red zone this time.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Page. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Now let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Page. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Page. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Mariota now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working out of the gun, Mariota, flush to his right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. Mariota to throw it. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Play clock winding down. Now they try the right side here. Finding room inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again. Page. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line looking to throw. Page. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Off the play fake. Page. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Off play action. Page. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. Page. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Page. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Page. And a quick throw here that's complete. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on.